There's loose, there's aggressive, and then there's the maniac. I'm Terry Wood from PokerRailbird.com, and today we're breaking down one of the most volatile and misunderstood poker player styles at the live table, the Maniac poker player. These players don't care about odds. They don't care about image. They care about one thing, total domination through nonstop aggression. And if you're not prepared, they'll take your stack faster than you can say, fold. Stick around, because we are going to discuss how to play against the maniac in poker and how to turn their own weapon, aggression, against them. At a glance, a maniac might just look like a loose aggressive player who's a little off the rails. But the truth goes much deeper. What makes the maniac poker player unique isn't just how often he bets. It's why he bets. Most loose aggressive players use heat with a purpose. They apply pressure with intention. They understand things like fold equity, range advantage, table dynamics. They raise to isolate, bet to build, check raise to extract. There's method behind the madness. But the maniac? He fires because he has to. Folding feels like weakness. Checking feels like giving up control. He doesn't apply aggression. He is aggression. His chips aren't tools. They're weapons. And every hand is a battlefield. What separates the maniac is his total disregard for measured strategy. He isn't adjusting to you. He's daring you to adjust to him. But the maniac style? It doesn't begin and end at the poker table. Poker doesn't create the maniac. It reveals him. You've seen this mindset before in life, in business, maybe even in yourself. Take Jordan Belfort, the real wolf of Wall Street. He wasn't playing poker, but his addiction to action, his obsession with domination, his total disregard for consequences, classic maniac. Or young Mike Tyson, emotional, explosive, feared, until someone hit back and all that fire turned inward. Or the boss who steamrolls every meeting, the guy who can't admit when he's wrong, the friend who picks fights just to stay in control. In poker, we call them maniacs. In real life, we call them reckless, difficult, or dangerous. But it's all the same root, a refusal to yield, a compulsion to control, an addiction to momentum. The maniac doesn't bluff because it's smart. He bluffs because he can't help himself. And once you understand that, you're halfway to beating him. So how do you spot a maniac before he empties half the table? You'll see the signs almost immediately. They're in nearly every hand. They bet big and often, no matter what's on the board. They raise over limpers, over openers, over anything. And their chip stack swings like a wrecking ball. You'll notice weird timing too, instant overbets on the flop, hesitation on the turn, random all-ins on dry boards. And there's the behavioral side. Maniacs are often loud, emotional, or showy. They win a hand and start talking trash. They lose a hand and start talking louder. They need attention the way solid players need information. And here's the key. They're not trying to mix it up or stay unpredictable. They're not hiding anything. The maniac wants to be seen. He wants you to be uncomfortable. He wants you to be reactive. Because the moment you start reacting to him, you've already lost the hand. It's tempting to label a maniac as just a compulsive gambler. And sure, some of them are. They shove chips into the pot like it's nothing. They chase losses. They ignore odds like they're background noise. But here's what's more dangerous. Some maniacs don't act like this anywhere else. They don't bet on sports. They don't grind slot machines. They're not degenerates by nature. They're normal until the cards hit the felt. For these players, poker isn't just a game. It's a stage. A place where dominance, emotion, and volatility can explode without real-world consequences. They're not addicted to gambling. They're addicted to freedom without restraint. And that's what makes them dangerous. But beating a maniac poker player doesn't require genius. It requires discipline, patience, and calm while they burn themselves down. Don't fight fire with fire. That's what they want. You don't play their game. You make them play yours. Here's how to flip the script. Trap, don't tangle. Let them take the lead, then take the pot. Use position like a weapon. Don't bluff a maniac. Don't try to teach them a lesson. Let them hang themselves. Maniacs love action, so give it to them when you have the goods. They'll inflate pots early. Let them. Don't chase with marginal hands, but when you're ahead, let them do the betting. A good maniac builds the pot for you. You just have to be there to collect. Playing in position against a maniac is gold. It gives you control over pot size and the final word on every street. If you can, seat yourself to their left. That's the best real estate at the table. Tighten up and stay grounded. Know when to step aside. Don't engage in table talk. Your range should be strong and narrow. Your emotions? Ice cold. Maniacs want you rattled, feeling bullied, missing out, or outplayed. Don't take the bait. If you're card dead or out of position, let the maniac win the small pots. You're not there to stop them. You're there to capitalize when the math, the moment, and the monster hand all line up. And whatever you do, don't talk back. Some maniacs are as loud with their mouths as they are with their chips. They'll taunt, brag, needle, question your calls. Say nothing. Your silence is your sharpest edge. Let them think you're weak, and let your next raise do the talking. A maniac can run over a table, but only if the table plays scared or sloppy. If you stay sharp, stay patient, and don't get pulled into the drama, their chaos becomes predictable. And predictable players? They're profitable. Let's recap what makes the Maniac poker player such a unique force at the table. They're not just loose. They're not just aggressive. They're aggression in its purest form. They're driven by something deeper, a need to dominate, a refusal to fold, and an addiction to momentum. But that same energy that makes them dangerous also makes them beatable. You don't have to fight back. You don't have to match their chaos. You just have to be calm, tight, and patient. Because eventually, a maniac always builds a pot he can't back up. And when that happens, that's your moment to take it all. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any future videos. We've got full episodes on every major poker player style, plus real strategy you can use in your next live session. And if you want the full article on the Maniac, along with all 5 styles, you'll find it at pokerrailbird.com. The link is in the pinned comment below. I'm Terry Wood. Thanks for watching, and as always, we'll see you at the tables.